Hello, boys and girls. Today's video is about the frequently asked Google Doc questions that I get every day. Now, believe it or not, I have been teaching for 18 years, and I've been getting a lot of questions over the years. And these are the top 8 questions that I always seem to get. And now I want you to be able to answer them. So if anybody comes to you with these questions, you'll be able to help them out. Now, this is called the Frequently Asked Google Docs Questions document. What I have for you are 8 questions, and I'm going to walk you through how to change each one. The first one says, how do I change the font size and color? Should be easy. Here's a review. If I wanted to change the font, I need to highlight something. Once I have it highlighted, I can go up to the top of the screen. I know here's my font button. I have a lot to choose from. I can even go to more to pick more out. I'll do a quick one that says school bell. To change the size, again, you have to have something highlighted. Go up to the size button at the top of the screen. This is right now 18. I'll make it 36. Color. There are 2 ways that you can change your color. Up at the top of the screen, we know the capital A with a line underneath it gives us the text color. I can change the color red. But what I can also do is I can change the background of that word. Here's the button. I'm going to go over to highlight. Let me highlight it in purple. Watch what happens. It's no longer highlighted, but it's highlighted back behind it, purple with red letters. Very simple. First one done. How do I change the font size and color? How can I make this centered? Well, a lot of boys and girls do this. They put their cursor here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not how you center. What you have to do is you have to highlight something. Once you have it highlighted, go to your centering button. Here are the buttons at the top. This one's going to make it left. This one will make it center. This will make it right. Here's my centering button. Look how beautiful that is and how quickly I can make it centered. Next question is the numbering button. Again, you have to have something highlighted. Numbering is right beside the alignment buttons. Here's my numbered list button. I don't have to have a numbered list. I can turn it off. I can turn it on. Or if I want dots, here are my bulleted list. Dots. I like it better with numbers. I'm going to leave it with numbers. Spell check is next. Can you spell check? Hopefully you know how to spell check. Under the word tools, spelling, there's where you would go. It's going to ask me to check spell check. Well, I can change it, and it's right now. Now, another quicker way that I could do this, the spell check button, I can put my cursor right on it and either right click or double tap if you're on a Chromebook, and it says, did you mean spell check? That's what I meant, and it fixes it. How can I add pictures 2 ways? Well, I need to make sure that I have my cursor where I need it to be. I can go up to Insert, Image. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can add an image. You can upload it from your computer if you wanted to. You can take a snapshot. Look, there I am. You can go over and take your snapshot by clicking Take Snapshot, and you can select the one that you want and add it in. Taking a little bit longer than usual. But there I am. I can make it smaller by pulling out the handles. I can rotate it. Now, if you go down to the next question, how do I make my picture move where I wanted it? You can see that it moved right where the cursor was. If I wanted to move it around, I'm going to click onto it. Down here at the bottom, it says Wrap Text. Wrap Text, I'm able to move that picture wherever I want it to be on the screen. I can make it smaller or larger and move it all the way around. That's one way to add a picture. That is under Insert, Image. You can also do a search over here on the side. You can do a search, and you can search for pictures very easily. Another way that I taught you how to add pictures, if you go to Tools and Research, that opens up a sidebar where I can search everything in Google, or I can search just images. Let's do tree. Click on the picture and drag it over and drop it wherever you want it to be. With this, it gives you a number 1. That number 1 is the footnote. This is where that picture came from. So if you're working on a research project, you can have a footnote on where those pictures come from. If you don't want the footnote, you can erase it by hitting backspace, and the footnote is gone. Again, clicking on the picture, wrapping the text, you can move it to wherever you want it to be on the screen. Next one, how do I add a shape? And again, you have to make sure your cursor is selected. Insert. You're going to come down to drawing. Once the drawing palette loads, and it might take a few seconds, here are all of your shapes that you can add. Shapes. There's the smiley face. Click and hold and drag. I can change the color of the inside. I can change the line color. And I can make it really thick if I wanted to as well. I can change the smile into a frown or just straight across. Save and close will add it to my document. Same thing with a picture, wrap the text, move it to wherever I want it to be. Not too bad. Last one, Mr. Scotchless, I've made a mistake. What do I do? Well, if you're Mr. Scotchless, you make a lot of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. I can hit the undo button at the top of the screen to undo any of my actions. I'm going to undo, and it's going to undo my last move. I can redo and put it back. If you have any questions, I will be around to answer them. What I'd like you to do is open up your frequently asked Google Docs question in Google Classroom. Once you open it up, you're going to start and you're going to go through my frequently asked questions, see if you can change the font, see if you can hit the numbering button, see if you can spell check. Make sure that you can do all of these things. I'll be around to help you. Good luck.